It likes me doing that. Am I working? Oh. Hello everyone, this is Teresa from Angelic Blue. How are you? Sorry, I'm just having issues with my phone here. It wasn't allowing me to have it horizontally. It wants me to be vertical. So, hope you are well. Thank you for joining this special live tonight. It is 7 p.m. here in Sydney. Oh, there you go. Someone's happy. I don't know, some car out there has just beeped their horn. I laughed, but anyway, it's all good. Just me and my silliness. All right. Let me know if you're on, and I'll explain. I'm just checking on my computer here to ensure that I'm doing the right thing and everything's okay at this end, because, you know, lovely with technology. All right. Let me know that if you're on, and just give me a hello. Let me know where you're from. Let's have a look. That's working. I think that's working at that end. And is this working at that end? I think it is. Oh, hello, Chevy. Hi, Three Tulips. All right. Actually, that's annoying me in there. Sorry. All right. All right, so I'm going to explain. So tonight, the live is going to be a little bit different. So I normally am on at 9 o'clock Sydney time, but tonight I'm on here at 7 o'clock because this live, I was going to do it as a video, but then I decided I'm going to do it as a live instead. And I'm not on Instagram tonight. I'm just solely on YouTube. And this live is specifically for love readings for each zodiac sign. So I haven't started yet, but I will start as we always do with Aquarius, and then I'll just go down the list. And I'm actually going to do a reading for singles, and then a reading if you're in a partnership, whichever definition that falls under: married, engaged, boyfriend, girlfriend, de facto, whatever the case may be. If you're in a partnership, there's one reading. If you're single, there's another reading. So, yes. Now, I have got several decks here, but I'm going to, I haven't decided. Well, I have decided. I'm actually thinking of doing, I think I'm going to go this one, the Romance Angel. I'll just cover the Romance Angel cards. They're the cards that I'm going to go for, that I'm going to be using. And I may, if I need backup, I will use the Lover's Oracle cards, but I'm going to leave them there for now. All right. All right. Oh, hi, Peony. How are you? Sorry, I just saw your name pop up. Hope you're well. All right. So the first reading I'm doing is the Aquarius singles. I actually have pen and paper. Hold on. I'll do 346. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do timestamps. So if you don't want to watch all of them, or you want to watch a specific reading, you can go straight to that. So I've just jotted down Aquarius single timestamp. So I'm going to jot all of them down, and then when I go to upload that information on the description box, it'll be straight there for you. You don't have to go searching for it. All right. So Aquarius single. Aquarius single. Hey, Johnny. All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's in the reverse, and it's finances and career. So I feel for you, if you're an Aquarius single, it says here financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. But I feel, I was actually going to say the opposite. I said, because I was going to say that because you're single, I think there's probably you're focusing on your finances, and you're focusing on your career, and you're focusing, you know, money and all that sort of stuff. So your focus has nothing to do with your you like being in a relationship, and that's probably why you're still single, and you're probably have set standards, or you've sort of built a wall around you, so you're not letting anything in, and that's made it that a little bit harder. So I feel like if you want to change your status from single to taken or with someone else, I suggest that you ease up on the extra activities and start focusing on yourself, and start focusing on the person that you want to bring into your life, so that you can build together. Because you're not in competition, you want to build together. So I've got, hi, it's Otis. Hello, you're in Australia. Oh, welcome. Hi, Soul Divinity. Yes, she's from Sydney, Australia. You in Australia. Sorry. Yes, I am. I'm in Sydney, Australia. Sorry. I'm reading 100 things. Sorry about that. Oh, and you're in Brisbane. Okay, cool. So you might be at a different time zone than us, because it's just after 7 here. So you might still be, I don't know. I always get confused. Even with Adelaide, half an hour. I don't know if it's half an hour behind or half an hour ahead of us. But anyway. All right, so that's for Aquarius single. So now I'm going to pop that back in, and I'm now going to do Aquarius partnership, and that'll be 646. Oh, that's cool. All right. So Aquarius, if you're in a partnership, what does this love reading reveal for you? Aquarius in a partnership. I'm in Sydney. Oh, so it's 6:05 in Brisbane. Okay, thank you. So we're an hour ahead. No, yeah, we're an hour ahead. Hello, bro. Yes, I'm in Sydney, Australia. Thank you. Where are you from? All right. Aquarius partnership. Because I find that a lot of love readings, a lot of people do love readings, and they're aimed at singles, but sometimes people that are in partnerships would like guidance as well. And I thought, I think there is a need. So I thought, when I was going to do this initially, I was just going to do a general love reading. But then I thought, no, I think I should separate and do single and if you're in a partnership already. I'm from Young. It's a 4-hour drive from... Oh, yes. Wow. So you're in inland, country. All right. And while you're at it, if you're sitting there and wondering, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate the support, and comment and share and contribute to the channel. I do appreciate that so much. Thank you to all the support, whether you're watching live or in the replay. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, another reverse. It says here, you deserve love. But it's in the reverse, Mr. and Miss Aquarians. It says you are lovable. I feel like you probably don't feel that at the moment. So I feel that you're at a point in your life in a relationship, because sometimes these things happen. We get these obstacles in our relationship, and I feel that you're not being loved the way you want to be loved, the way that you, maybe how it was at the beginning, or you feel that you're just going with the flow, going with the motion. It's been the flow that's you've just allowed to happen. You haven't addressed issues, you haven't addressed your wants and your needs, or maybe you have addressed them and they've been shot down. And I just feel that despite you feeling unlovable, and despite you feeling you don't deserve love, you do deserve love. So if you're an Aquarian out there and you feel like you need to be, reassured, just think back on how things were. Or the other way that I look at it, if sometimes where it's sort of at a point where it's of no return, or at a point where there's no really much you can do, just start focusing on yourself and start loving you and start putting that love, the love that you were giving to your partner, draw it back to yourself and start, internalizing and fixing, and not fixing, but healing within, because then that'll come out and that healing will radiate out of your body, and you will have other people that love you. It may be obviously not in the same way, but you will have other people that love you and will show you that you are worthy of love. And it doesn't all have to be romantic love, but sometimes you can have a friend or a co-worker or someone that you, I don't know, like you may have a hobby that you go to, and you go to the gym, or someone that that shows you that you're worthy, and you just have to sort of write it out with your partner until that obstacle sort of either removes itself or no longer exists. So that's my advice to you. If you're an Aquarian, understand that you are loved. It's just a difficult time at the moment, but look within and work within and heal within first, so that the outer and the exterior circumstances can heal as well. All right, I hope that helps to all the Aquarians. Hello, do you live in Sydney or somewhere else, or are you there for fun or something? Oh, no, I actually live in Sydney. So, born and bred in Sydney. So I am here in Sydney. So this is my consultation room. I'm in Ryde. So I'm 15 minutes from Parramatta and 15 minutes from the CBD. I'm in between. All right, now we're going to Pisces. Let me jot down Pisces, 1150. All right, Pisces, these are for the singles that are Pisceans. Whoops, whoa, card really wanted to come out there, but I won't accept that one because it didn't fall. So Pisceans that are single. Let me think, who do I know that's a Piscean? Pisceans. Oh, okay, this card really wants to come out. It's also in the reverse. My goodness, what's happening today? All right, this one says unrequited love. Okay, there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, so if you're single, that sort of doesn't really apply, but what this does mean is that you might have your eye on somebody, and it says here there's not enough attraction, but I feel like you may have your eye on somebody and I feel like they have noticed you. It's just a matter of who's going to make the first move. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky, because everyone has a different mentality and a different emotion when it comes to making the first move. So you've got, for example, if you're a female or you identify yourself as a female and you are one that thinks, no, I'm going to make the first move because I'll go and get what I want. Well, then that's fine. But then you have to understand that the person that you're making the move towards may not be as open to that. Then you could be a female or someone that identifies as a female, and you think, no, if he wants me, he should come to me, and have more traditional sort of ways of thinking. Well, then the person that you've got your eye on may not think that. They may think, well, she hasn't approached me. So that's why it's a bit of a catch-22. But the advice that I offer to people is that you do what's comfortable for you and you do what's within your boundaries. So if you have never asked anybody out and you would not feel comfortable asking anybody out or revealing your feelings to someone, a complete stranger, don't do it. If you're comfortable with it and you're confident and you think, no, I'm going to get what I want, then by all means go ahead with it. But always work within your boundaries and always work within what you're comfortable, A, doing, and B, accepting the results of what the outcome may be. So if you're not comfortable with rejection and you're not comfortable with, approaching a stranger or even maybe someone that, could be, for example, could be someone that you see working in the building that you work in or the office that you work in. If they are not attracted to you or they don't have the same connection, you're going to have to then live with the fact that you're working in the same building, or you're, you know, you go to the same gym, you go to the same cafe, you go to the, so you're, where you're, you know, like where you're visiting or where you're living or where you're working, you're going to have to be aware that that person is going to be there after the fact as well. So whatever the outcome may be. So that's what I say. So if you're a Piscean and you have your eye on someone, I feel like that person may has noticed you. It's what happens next is up to you, and also in a way up to them. But there's nothing wrong with, you know, being polite and saying hello, and, you know, being a bit flirtatious if you're single, and then take it from there. And if that person reciprocates your feelings, then, you know, take it from there. There's nothing wrong with going to get a coffee or a drink, or, you know, taking a walk in the park. Obviously a place where it's public, where people can see you. You don't want to do anything silly and go somewhere where that no one's, you know, no one's around, because, you know, if you may know of the person, doesn't mean that they're going to be stable or act appropriately or act within your boundaries. So that's for Piscean singles. I hope that has helped. By the way, I look forward to your feedback. If you are like watching and you're one of those signs, and then I've gone through that and you agree or you'd like to give feedback, please don't hesitate to give me some feedback in the comment box. All right, so I'll do 1650 for, now if you're a Piscean and you're together with someone, if you're partnered, a partnered up Piscean, partnered up Piscean. Partnered up Piscean, what does that mean for you? I hope they're not all in the reverse. I like them to be in the upright position, but that's what the angels tell us and what they want us to know. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, thank you. I appreciate your presence here on my live. And if you're watching in the replay, I also appreciate that. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your family and your friends. All right, Piscean, partnered up. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yes, we have an upright. Woohoo! It says, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay, so if you're a Piscean and you're in some form of relationship, obviously with this card here, you may have reached a hurdle. You may have reached a little maybe stagnation in the relationship. You may feel bored in your relationship. You may feel so much time has gone past and you're thinking, should I stay? Should I go? Because obviously we're all at different stages in our relationship. I'm not, you know, someone, you could be seeing someone for 6 months and you're sort of not sure where to go or where this is going, or, you know, like some people have been married for decades and still ask the similar questions. You could be just engaged, or, you know, whatever status your relationship, it doesn't matter. But it says give your relationship a chance. So if your partner is trying to show you that they care, or your partner is, you know, maybe they're going through a rough patch themselves because maybe they're stressed for work, maybe between kids and you know, work and all these life stresses and family stresses, and, you know, like I'm at the age where I've got friends that are looking after elderly parents as well, for example, or sick parents. So there's that added pressure. You know, there could be lots of different pressures that are coming from all directions. And so your partner hasn't been able to give you the attention that you require, the reassurance that you want, the love, the dedication, the time. Well, you have to be understanding of that. Now, if you're in a relationship with someone and it's just because it's gotten stagnant and you think, oh, like, you know, where am I going to go? Or, you know, if I leave, where will I go? what will I survive on? I can't live with, maybe you don't work, or maybe you work part-time, or maybe you don't earn enough to be independent from your partner. Regardless of all that, give your partner a go and even have a discussion with your partner. Initiate the conversation and say, look, I have been feeling X, Y, and Z, and this is how you can help me feel A, B, and C, and just take it from there. And just don't give up yet, because obviously there is something there that maybe there's more lessons for you to learn in this partnership for you not to give up yet. I'm not talking about another 5 or 10 years. That's another story. That'll be a different life cycle. That'll be a different circumstance. But at the moment, give your partner a chance. Allow them to get over this hurdle that they're going through, whether it's pressure from business, work, family, etc., and allow them to, overcome all that, and then allow them to go sort of back to how not things were, but in an improved, more healed way. So I hope that helps to all the Pisceans there that are partnered up. All right, I'm going to do 21, 25 for Aries. So we're in Aries at the moment. Aries, if you're single. So if you're Arian, and you're single, this card is for you. Now, remember, these are just general cards. And just take what resonates. If it doesn't suit you, then just disregard it, because not every reading is going to suit you. Right. Is anyone in the chat has stopped, so I don't know if there's something wrong with my internet. Oh, hello, Matilda. Hello. I can't see that image, but it's just saying that I'm trying to work out what that is. I can't see properly. Yes, I was just saying my chat sort of stopped. Now you've popped on, so that's works out all right. That means it's still working. All right, so Aries, if you're single, this card is for you. Let's see what the angels want to guide you with. And these cards are timeless. So whenever you find this reading, it's when it's for you, if it resonates. All right, Aries. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, pay attention to the red flags. Okay, so the signs are cautioning you. Okay, so if you're single and you're an Aries, this card is a warning card. And this card basically says that you may have your eye on someone. You may be sort of just starting to chat with someone, or maybe you've seen someone at work. And when I say it could be at work, it could be in the building where you work, it could be at the gym, it could be at the cafe that you visit, it could be certain shops that you go to, wherever you frequent, and you see this person, you may have had a very friendly chat. Just be aware of the red flags and be aware of the warnings that your instincts are guiding you towards, where your angels are guiding you towards, maybe keeping away from that person. So I just feel that you've been sort of told, and just pay attention and don't make someone suit your life. They've got to suit you and your circumstances. So don't you suit to their circumstances. You need to be able to come together and build each other up, not you sort of minimizing yourself to suit them and do what they want, because that's not a proper partnership. That's not a real partnership. And then what will happen over time, you do that, you'll resent yourself and you'll resent that person, because you then become someone that you're not. And then, like I said it to someone today, what happens is you become further away from your true honest self, and you're not attracting people that are for you, because you lie, or you may sort of disregard certain things because you're trying to avoid conflict, or you're trying to avoid awkwardness. And what happens is you're pushing your truth away from you. When you're being honest, you're bringing your truth towards you. And I just feel that be honest with yourself and be honest with that person. And it doesn't mean you have to be rude or abrupt or, you know, it just, if it doesn't suit, you can just, you know, say, I don't know, depending on the circumstance, but, you know, happy to be friends, you know, happy to, you know, whatever the case may be. But if you're not feeling right, if you're not feeling the vibe and you're not feeling it, don't force it, because it's, if your internal sort of light is telling you no, then listen to that. So I hope that helps with the Aries that are single. All right, now we'll do Aries coupled, 25, 55, or Aries partnered up. So if you're an Aries and you have a partner of some form, okay. Aries partnered up. Oops. Three, two, one. Oh, it's in the reverse. Forgiving and learning. It says here, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. All right, so I feel that you haven't forgiven, you haven't, there may be something that's been said or done in your relationship with your current partner, and you hold resentment deep down, or you're holding a grudge, or there's something that's obviously been said or done, and it could be something recent or it could be something that's long term, because it's depending on how long you are with your partner. And I just feel that you need to work on that in order to move on. And you need to, so that means you need to crack that open, deal with it, and between you and your partner, whether you seek counseling, whether you have a discussion between the both of you, and let it heal so that you can overcome that hurdle. If you are going to keep thinking about it and keep it suppressed, it's just going to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to cause more conflict and more resentment. So if you want to heal whatever it is, you need to work on it with your partner. You need to address it with your partner and have a discussion, whether it's, as I said, whether it's with just you and them, or you have a mediator, or you have like a counselor type situation, depending on how deep and how, and depending on what it is that you need to discuss, so you can move forward in the relationship. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is this relationship is going to drag, and the resentment's going to increase, and then you'll probably make decisions that you're not happy with, and you're going to be miserable. So it's better to, as hard as it is, it's better to deal with it and face the, you know, whatever it is, face it front on, and then deal with it. And as I said, easier said than done. You know, it's easy for me to just say, hey, do that. But you think about it, imagine being that resentful and more in 10 years' time, still living in that relationship that you're not happy with. And if there are children involved, that amplifies it, because, you know, what people don't understand, and I've said this for a very long time, and even I worked as a teacher for 20 years, and I could see the children that were in those circumstances. You know, I'd rather see, and a lot of children would rather see their parents happy than miserable and together. And children are very sensitive and very perceptive and very sensitive to these things that, you know, go on between mum and dad. And then they feel like they're to blame. And, you know, yes, you want to stay together because of your children, but, and I'm not saying to leave by any means of the imagination. You know, I don't want to say for you to leave, but if you work on it and resolve the issue and heal the issue, then you can move forward together as a partnership, and your children will feel that release and that relief for themselves. So that's what I'm saying. You don't want, you know, if they're, say, for example, 6 years old now, and then in 10 years' time, when they're 16, you've been in this relationship that you haven't dealt with the issues. 10 years down the track, they're now 16, and they're at a very sensitive age where, you know, they'll look for reassurance and love elsewhere. And that's where the kids then get into these situations that are not ideal. So I know that I've gone off a bit there, but it's really important that parents are responsible for their relationship and how the children see the relationship, and how the environment of the home feels and is for their child or their children. Because if you are not showing them what is correct and the correct behavior, then they're not going to know any better, and they'll go into their relationships with this type of negativity and resentment, and, you know, having that guard up already. So I hope that helps to the Aries in a partnership. I'm just going to have a quick drink because I've been talking a lot. Okay. All right. Now, next one. Taurus single. So it's at 32. Taurus single. All right, here we go for Taurus single. If you're a Taurus, actually, I wrote down the dates, and so I can let you know if you're not sure of your star sign. So if you're an Aquarius, you are born between January 20th and February 18th. If you are a Piscean, you're born between February 19th and March 20th. If you're an Aries, you're born between the 21st of March and April 19th. If you are a Taurus, which is what I'm doing now, if you're a Taurus single, you're born between April 20th and May 20th. So for the Taurians out there, if you're not sure, that's your date. I was supposed to say them so that people that are not sure, especially, I find that over time, when I speak about star signs, it's usually men that have no idea what star sign they are. Women, you can say it, and most will know it like that. Men, they're like, oh, I don't know. They'll say 3 or 4 random. They go, I don't even know. That's the ones that I've heard of, you know. And I laugh each time because it's so funny. You know, I don't want to sound general, but, you know, when you say they're all the same, it's really funny. Like when you're talking to men and they're like, I don't know what my star sign is. And so I go, okay, when were you born? Okay, well, then you're this, you know. Oh, okay, I've heard of it, but I didn't know that I was, you know, X, Y, was Z. So it's really funny. All right, Taurus single, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's in the reverse, and it says trust. So it says here, this situation is calling for you to have faith. So there's obviously something that you're not trusting. Maybe you're looking at somebody, maybe you're in that sort of beginning stages, maybe you're chatting with someone, or, you know, maybe you've spotted someone from a distance and you're not trusting the situation. And what I say to that is follow your intuition, follow your guides. Whatever your guides are telling you, follow them, because they're in your ear telling you what you need to know. But you have to make sure you are aware of if it's your ego or if it's your angels. And the way you know if it's your ego or your angels, it dependent on the manner in which they convey the message. So if it is rough and really aggressive and it's like, oh, you're stupid, oh, you're an idiot, and you're this and that, that's your ego talking. So you ignore that. On the other hand, when it's your angel, it's a very calm, serene, positive way that the angels address and convey messages to you. So you listen to that voice because that's your angel speaking to you. And sometimes we have a few different voices, and that's okay because we are given about 2 guardian angels, sometimes even 3, but 2, and so you'll hear different voices, and you're like, oh, who was that? If it feels serene and calm and genuine and positive, you know that that's your guardian angel. So follow whatever your guidance is about this situation if you're single. So hope that helps, hope that resonates. All right, now if you're a Taurus, 32, 35, 32. If you're a Taurus and you're in a partnership, okay, let's see what the angels want to guide you to, or what information they want to give you. Taurus, if you're partnered up, and it doesn't matter what type of partnership it is, this is for you. Right, is there anyone else out there? I mean, I can see people are online. I just want to know if, you know, my chat is working. Let me know where you're from. Let me know you're watching. Taurus partnered up. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Another one that's in the reverse. It says children. Your love life is being affected by children. All right, but in this case, because it's in the reverse, I feel like children are being, children are affecting your relationship, but I feel for some of you, it's not necessarily physical children. And what I mean by that is I feel like you wanting to have children is affecting your relationship. So maybe you and your partner are in the process of trying to conceive, or whether it's naturally or through IVF, and it does take its toll on the relationship. And I know that because I've been through that. So I do understand the stresses and strains, because it's not just the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, the financial. It you know, if you're trying IVF and going down that route, there's a lot of hormones and injections and things that you've got to take, and it does alter a little bit your personality. And then there's the pressure as well. So I feel like this pressure about children is not about physical children that you have, although that could be like maybe a secondary factor. But I feel like this is more for people that it's not their children. So either it's not, it could either be children that you're trying to bring into the world, or it could be children that you're looking after. Like, for example, you might be babysitting your sister's kids while she's at work, or you're a grandparent and you're looking after your daughter or your son's children, taking them to school, bringing them back. And so you being focused on your grandchildren or your nieces or nephews or whoever they are is taking time out from the relationship with you and your partner, and it's affecting your relationship. And like I said, if you're in that process, in that cycle of your life where you're in the middle of trying to have children and trying to have your own children, then I feel like that is also affecting your partnership. But the way I look at it is, and the way that I addressed it was, why am I doing this? Answer the question, and then you think, okay, it's something that we both want. I'm trying my best, so why am I putting all this pressure on myself? And so, you know, at the end of the day, children come into this world, most children come into this world because we want them to be here, and they essentially come from love. So if you are going to start and be aggressive and angry and negative and miserable and, you know, all those like negative type of, have those negative traits, then you're not starting your body and your temple in the right way. So you really have to try and focus and think, okay, I'm doing this because I, myself and my partner want to have this child or these children. So I need everything to be aligned. And so that's what I feel. And I feel that look at your partner, that they're trying their best to support you. They're trying their best to, especially if you're the female of the relationship and you're going to be the one carrying the child, then your partner that's supporting you and having the supportive role in your partnership, there's only so much they can do physically, and and they probably feel helpless. So think about things on their perspective. Not that I'm saying to downsize what you're going through, because as I said, I know I went through it many times, and I'm not negating that, but sometimes you need to flip the switch and think, okay, what is he or she going through? What can they, they're trying their best to help. There's only so much they can physically do. And so, just go through what you're going through, but also sometimes consider the other person. Feeling helpless and feeling like there's nothing they can do is not a really good feeling to have. So, and they're in it with you, so they're trying to be supportive. So, look at it at that point of view. So I hope that helps. Hope that resonates for the Taurus that are partnered up. All right, now Gemini, singles, 4115. I'll do 4115. All right, if you're a Gemini and you're single. Oh, oops. Oh, when I think of Gemini, this is going back. This is going to show how old I actually am. Do you remember there was a commercial for a car? It's a Gemini. Woo-hoo. I remember commercials from when I was so young. I don't know why. But anyway, if you're around my age, you would remember that commercial. Gemini. All right. Is anyone out there? Am I just talking to myself? I can see people are on, but no one's communicating with me. So I'm like feeling a bit like, am I talking to myself? All right, Gemini single. Oops. And if you're not sure if you're a Gemini, you were born between the 21st of May to the 20th of June. All right, Gemini single. 3, 2, 1. All right, another reverse. It says passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So obviously if you're single, there's probably not much passion in your life at the moment. And it's the angels are asking you, it says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. But I feel that with this card coming out in the reverse, in order for that to occur, you need to open your heart. So if you're a Gemini and you're single and you've got the walls up because you've been hurt in the past and things have happened, and I understand, that's not a criticism. But if you feel that, there's no one in your life and there's, you want to have someone that you can build your life with, you need to open up. If you open up and allow the love to come in, you will allow your heart and the soul to sing with joy, and you will have passion. But at the moment, if you're being guarded, and what my suggestion is, and I say this to a lot of people that come and see me, is you need to work on your inner self, healing certain wounds, not negating what people have done, or not saying what they've done, or dismissing what they've done, but what's been done has been done, and you can't change what's been done, but what you can do is change how you move forward. And so by healing yourself, you're able then to move forward. And I feel that way you enter a relationship healed from that trauma, and so that your partner, your new partner, can have the genuine and real you and the more positive you. Because having something unhealed and starting a relationship is already, you're going to start like sort of on a back foot, because you already have that trauma that, and your behavior will determine that. And that could be something like, for example, say you've been cheated on. And so the next person that you end up with, you're going to be, bring me when you get to wherever. Who's there? And you're going to ask so many questions. It'd be very too dominating with questions and too insecure. That's not going to work out very well in that relationship for you. So if you then find out and work on healing yourself and that past healing, like that past trauma, and you overcome that and you become healed from that, and then understand that person that you're starting a new relationship is not that person that hurt you in the past. This is a new person, and it doesn't mean that what the ex-partner did that this current one will do. But if you go into it with a healed heart and healed wounds, you'll find that it'll be a better relationship and you'll be able to deal with things a bit better. So I hope that helps the single Geminis. And let me know if that resonates. All right, I'm now going to be doing coupled Geminis. So 45, I'll do 45, 40. All right, 45, 44, single Geminis. Sorry, not single, partnered up Geminis. Partnered up Geminis. It'll be interesting because guess who's a Gemini? My husband. Oh, that just flew out. I'm going to take that. As soon as I said husband, that flew out. Make the effort. Well, well, well. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So if you are in a relationship and you're, a Gemini, make the effort. Now, this doesn't matter if you're male or female. To me, effort is a dual thing. It needs to be, effort needs to come from both sides. You can't say, oh, because he's the man, he can do that. Or she's the woman, she can do that. No, that's not how healed adults work. I am going to put in the effort. I'm going to show my partner. I'm going to reassure my partner. I'm going to tell them. Now, this doesn't have to happen every single day because there's not enough energy or time in every single day. But it's the little gestures that you do that, that reassure your partner, that make them feel safe, that make them feel wanted, that make them feel, oh, thank God, like he's washed the dishes, or thank God she's taken the bins out, or, just those little gestures that, especially when someone's not feeling physically well or emotionally well or mentally well, and your partner, sort of brings up the relationship because they're, putting in the effort, it does make a difference. It says here, hi, what's going on here? So what's going on, Boop Singh, is that I'm doing live readings for every zodiac sign, and I'm doing a singles and a partnered up. So at the moment, I'm doing a Gemini, if you're a partnered up Gemini. So this is the card for a partnered up Gemini. And I'm going down the list. So I've done Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and now Gemini. And then, of course, I'll be going down the list to the other star signs. So hopefully yours will be coming up just shortly. All right, so make the effort. And I just feel like it just takes little gestures. Maybe you bring your partner up, for example, and say, look, don't worry about cooking dinner tomorrow night, I'll pick it up. Or, you've cooked dinner, let me wash up. Or, and I say that in a general, doesn't matter if you're male or female, because I feel like I always say, especially if there are two of you working, it's different if you have a stay-at-home parent and the other person is working, and you think, okay, well, at least between the kids and this and that, they've had time to do things while I've been at work. But if you're both working and you both come home at similar times, then, well, whose responsibility is it? It's both your responsibility. So I feel that just being considerate of the other person, or making the sandwiches or lunch for the next day for the partner to take to work so they don't have to worry about spending 2 hours at the, of their lunch break lining up to get something, or, just whatever it may be. Just little gestures go a long way. And I feel that that's what a Gemini that's partnered up needs to do. So make the effort. All right, fantastic. So now I'm up to Cancer, and if you're single, 4925. And I'm writing these down because I'm doing timestamps. So what I'll do is once I upload the video, I'm going to put the timestamp so you can go directly to your star sign and work out if it's the single or if you're partnered up, and just click on the one that suits your situation or the person that you're spying on. All right, Cancer single. Cancerian single. And if you're a Cancer, Yes, if you're a Cancer single, that means you were born, well, single or partnered up. If you're a Cancerian, you're born between the 21st of June to July 22nd. So if you fall, if your birthday falls in between those dates, you're a Cancerian. And if you're single, this reading is for you. It's directed for you anyway. Three, two, one. Another reverse. I'm just going to leave it. That's what the universe wants. Okay. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And I feel like if you're a Cancerian and you're single for this reason, because you haven't felt safe enough to love. You haven't felt that your heart will be safe with whoever you're maybe you're attracted to, or that you're speaking with, or you're chatting with, or that you've seen. You just don't feel safe enough. And I feel that in order for you to feel safe, and so I'm just going to charge up my laptop. Sorry about that, guys. I feel bad, but it's going to turn off. Okay, sorry. Okay. I feel that I was saying, you're not feeling safe. So there's a theme going on tonight, because a lot of cards that are coming up are about people that need to work on healing themselves. So in order for you to feel safe, you need to set boundaries, and you need to also ensure that the person that you're chatting with aligns with you morally, and don't worry about what car they drive, or what they look like, or how they're dressed, or what job they have, because that can all go within a second. What you need to work out is how reliable they are, how sensitive they are, how empathetic they are, how trustworthy they are. You need to work out those things. They're the important things. How well you connect with them as well, of course, plays a major part. But if you're going to picture yourself with someone because of the car that they drive, or the clothes that they wear, or where they work, as I said, those things can be taken away in a second, and that doesn't really mean anything, because at the end of the day, you might look good on that person's arm, but you're being treated like a piece of crap. And how is that going to make you feel any better about you or your life? So the important thing is that the person that you're connecting with, and that you're chatting with, and that you see, makes you feel good within you, and makes you feel positive, and makes you feel like the light within you is radiating out to the world. And so I feel like when you find that person, and when that person makes you feel that way, it is then safe to, I think, to pursue a relationship or a connection. All right, there you go for the Cancerians that are single. 1 second, please. All right, I'm now going to do a card, or draw a card out for Cancerians that are in a relationship. So partnered up, Cancerians 5340. All right. While I'm at it, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, contribute. And if you're watching this in the replay, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. If you're here on my live at the moment, I also appreciate your presence on my live channel tonight, because this is the first time I'm ever doing this. So depending on feedback will depend on if I will continue doing these readings. So I thought I'd do it for the first time, do something a bit different, because I normally do lives 8 p.m. on Wednesday night on Instagram. I do that for about an hour, and then I come onto YouTube at 9 o'clock, and then I do live readings then. But tonight I just thought I'd do something a bit different, and that's why I've come on at 7 o'clock. It's now nearly 8 o'clock here in Sydney. I thought I'd do a live reading for all the zodiac signs, and I'm specifically doing singles and partnered up zodiac signs. So Hopefully that helps and assists you with that. So Cancerians that are partnered up. Three, two, one. You saw how much I shuffled those cards. The exact same card in the reverse has come out the same for Cancerians that are partnered up. That's just amazing. I can't make that up. You saw. And I'm live. I can't alter I was going to say the TV. I can't alter the image here or the video. And I couldn't alter the cards. You saw how I was shuffling. Amazing. So I feel like if you're in a partnership and you're not feeling it's safe to love, and you're feeling like your heart is closed with your partner, then that's a red flag in the sense that you need to start identifying what it is that's making you feel unsafe, and you need to have a chat with your partner, or acquire the services of a professional like a counselor or a marriage counselor, or couples therapy or something, because you may not be married. But I feel like there's obviously something within a Cancerian at the moment that there's a wound that needs healing in order for your relationship to progress forward. And if there is a wound that's, holds resentment and hurt and betrayal, or whatever the case may be, you need to really be working on that. So I feel that the longer you leave it, the worse it'll be. And you don't want it to get to the point where it's something that you could have discussed, had a mature discussion and, open discussion, whether it's with or without, a third party, i.e. a professional. And, you don't want this to linger on for 5-10 years. You want to address it, and it may hurt to address it, but think about how you would feel in so many years' time when you could have addressed something. And, crack it open. I say crack it open and work on it and heal so that you can move forward. Whichever direction you end up going, as long as it's healed. Because a healed person works better than an unhealed person. And like they say, hurt people hurt people. And you don't want to be in that situation where you're hurting people. And like I was saying, I can't remember, was it for Gemini? No, it wasn't Gemini. It could have been Taurus or Aries. If you've got children in your family dynamic, you don't want them to witness and feel the negativity and the anxiousness and the hate and the resentment and the stagnation that you're going through with your partner. You want to ensure that that they only feel the positivity and the love and to see how adult relationships work and operate and how they should be in their relationships for their future. So if you're a Cancerian, whether you're single or in a partnered relationship, I feel like you really need to get some heart work done and face your fear and just work on it. And that will then wherever it leads you, but at least you've healed that wound. So I hope that helps. I'm just going to refresh that. I hope that helps, and please let me know your feedback. Right. All right, so Leo 59, 5910. All right, Leo single. Leo is another fire sign. So if you're born between July 23rd and August 22nd, then you are under the sign of Leo. I don't mind Leos because they're fire signs just like me, and Aries too, of course. Aries are also fire signs, which I am. So we stick together, sort of. And I've seen lots of posts recently about, there's like 3 people, and there's one that's an Aries, one that's a Leo, and one that's a Sagittarian. And the Aries and the Leo are usually watching. This Sagittarian is the one taking the action because the other two are not game enough to do what the Sagittarian does, and that's me. think that's funny. Anyway, maybe it's just me. All right, Leo, single. Leo, single. What do the angels want to tell you? Leos that are single. Leos that are single. And while you're waiting, please like, comment, subscribe, share. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. And if you'd like your own personal reading, you go to my website, www.angelicblue.com.au, and you can choose your reading there. You can choose online or you can choose face-to-face. And so I'm in this is my consultation room in Ryde. So if Ryde's an easy place for you to get to, I'm more than happy to have you here in my consultation room to do a reading for you. Otherwise, you can book an online reading. An online reading means I send you audio and images of all the cards that come out during the reading. That notification can go away. All right, single Leo. 3, 2, 1. It's in the reverse singles. It says express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. But this card came out in the reverse. So I feel that you being the lion, you want to pounce on that person. But I feel like you need to not do that in this case for the time being, because I feel like you need to assess the situation first. And maybe you don't have all the information that you need. Maybe there are some red flags, or maybe it's not the right time. So maybe if you're thinking about this to ask, this person, maybe now is not a good time. So you you need to wait a little bit, because maybe they're not at the right time. It's not the right time for them. It could be, Prince Charming that approaches them and they will still say no. So I just feel like just sort of take a step back before you pounce and assess the situation and, think about it and come back to it. And then, you might realize, oh, thank God I didn't. Or, I'm glad I waited, once you realize what the situation is, because every situation and circumstance are different. But I just feel that it's not the right time to express your love at the moment. You may need to wait. And I feel like you'll know within yourself when the time is right. And it may not come with that person. So it might be someone else. So you'll feel it, because I know Leos are very intuitive when it comes to this sort of stuff. So, I just feel like take a step back, and it will be revealed to you, and then whether you should go ahead with it or it's someone else that's on their way that you should actually be approaching. Because then if you approach this person, then you can't approach that person that's on their way to you if you're with that person. So hope that helps, single Leos. All right, now the partnered up Leos, 6320. All right, partnered up Leos. Woohoo! Let's have a look. And while I'm here, I'd also like to mention, if you'd like to hire me, I do events as well. So I do corporate, charity, birthday, high tea, girls' night outs. I do readings like this at people's events. I've done like school functions, fundraisers, birthdays, charities. So if you are interested in having me at your event, please email me info@angelicblue.com.au. And you can message me your details about your function, and we can have a discussion about, how I fit into your, your event. Or if you're an events coordinator, maybe you would like to have me there at your event, and I'm happy to do that. Absolutely, I really enjoy those events. All right. So this is for the Leos that are partnered up. 3, 2, 1. This is a different one. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So I know this is going to sound. Now this is if you're partnered up. If you're married, it's just maybe confirming what you've maybe already suspected. Amanda, sorry, I don't read Arabic. I wish I could, but I can't read Arabic. Sorry. But if you're in like boyfriend, girlfriend, or partnered up, or you're engaged, or you're on that sort of borderline whether you should be engaged or not, it's saying that this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this is actually interesting one, because it's actually confirming if you feel it's right, if you feel that the person that you're with at the moment is your life partner, then if your angels are guiding you to that, then that's where they want you to head towards. Then this is a confirmation. So that's actually quite interesting. And I just feel like you can see the angels above, hovering over the relationship. And if the partnership, if you feel within you that it's the partnership that you it's the one, it's your soulmate, it's your twin flame, then it's guided in that direction. Then there's nothing that can stop it from happening. No one can pull you apart, long term. They might try to pull you apart for short term, but you'll always end up being together because you're meant to be in this lifetime. So that's actually a very interesting card. But like I said, if it says here you've already met your romantic partner you seek, if you're already married, I'm assuming that the partner you're with is the one that you've been seeking all your life, and now you're with them. So that's really interesting, Leos that are partnered up. So something to think about. And I've already mentioned about Leos. Okay, now Virgos, if you're born between August 23rd and September 22nd, you're a Virgo. And it's 6650. All right, let's go. Whoa, too many cards. Oh gosh. Let me see what cards they were. Retreat, deception, it is safe for you to love, and forgiving and learning. Two of these cards have come out, the other two haven't at all tonight, so that's a good thing. I'll put them back in. All right, so single Virgos. Single Virgos. Now, I do have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and of course I'm on YouTube. So please support my social media platforms, and please follow, subscribe, like, share, comment, contribute to all the platforms. And that will be in the description box below this video once this video uploads, or you can just go to a previous video and you can find all my platforms there. All right, Virgo single. Oops. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it says religious factors. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, but it's in the reverse. So I feel that maybe you're a person that's maybe you're chatting to someone and religion has come up, and religion can be a very sensitive topic just in general, and let alone when it's time that you sort of want to partner up with someone and you want to ensure that their morals and spirituality align with yours. But I feel like with a Virgo at the moment, I feel like you're not looking at religious, it may not even be a factor. Like you might be like the same religion, or you might have the same morals, and so it's not really a factor. But I feel like maybe you're one that doesn't care. Like if they're of a different religion or they're spiritual and you're not, I don't think that cares, but that you care, sorry. But I feel like at the end of the day, if that person makes you comfortable, then they support your spiritual journey and you're supporting their spiritual journey, then that's all that matters. But it will be a problem if one wants, or one is very dedicated to their spiritual journey or religion, and the other person is either not dedicated or they have of a different faith. So that's where the situation can be a bit tricky because, you know, you don't want to disrespect another person, but at the same time, if you're not aligning with the, you know, religion, as I said, is a big factor when it comes to partnering up with someone. But if you feel that you're not religious enough, or you feel that they've shown you a different way and you want to follow their way, there's nothing wrong with that. As long, to me, as I feel that as long as you're a good person and you, I mean, I have my own religious beliefs and I don't impose them on anyone else, but I feel like if you're doing good and you're helping other people and you, you know, and love is at the basis of everything that you do, then really you can't go wrong. But if you're, as I said, so if you're single and you're a Virgo, think about the religion part. It may not affect you. You may not even consider religion, but for some of you, it will be a factor, and I feel like it needs to be addressed quickly, because you don't want to be 6 months into a relationship when you realize, no, you don't follow my religion, or I don't believe what you're believing, and then you've sort of wasted 6 months. And I don't say wasted, I don't think it's wasted, because you've learnt lessons from that person. But it's important that you set the standard from the beginning so that the other person knows where they stand with you when it comes to religion. So I hope that helps if you're a single Virgo. All right, and if you are a partnered up Virgo, 7135. All right, 7135. All right, partnered up Virgo. Let's see what the card brings for you. And what the angels want to address with you tonight. So I'm here in Sydney. It's just after 8 p.m. Let me know where you're from. Let me know whereabouts in Australia or around the world where you're from, what time it is where you are. It's here as it's night time here. So, yes, and it's Wednesday, the 26th of March, 2025. So if you're a Virgo and you're partnered up, this card's for you. 3, 2, 1. Okay, well, it's in the reverse and it says wedding. The situation involves marriage. Duh, Fred. No. Not all of you that are partnered up are married. So this, and it's in the reverse, by the way. So if you're feeling that you were heading that way, I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. I just feel like at the moment it's not the right time. But as I said, you've got to look within yourself and your circumstance and your situation between you and your partner to work out, you know, whether you go ahead or what steps in the relationship you're at and where you're going with that. But with this card here, it's just indicating that marriage is not on the cards at the moment. And literally it's on this card, but it's not on the cards for you at the moment. Maybe there's something that you need to work on, or maybe, for example, you know, you're still, you know, you're maybe together, you're saving up, and maybe money's a factor. So you are trying to, you know, ensure that you are contributing to the marriage together before you do get married. So you want to ensure that that you're financially going to be able to cope. So you're going to work on that. So there are so many different factors, and this will resonate with some. It may not resonate with everybody, but I just feel that that not every relationship that you're with will end up in marriage, and that's a pretty obvious statement, but sometimes people just need to hear it. So you might be partnered up and you might be on the verge of maybe getting engaged, maybe, but it doesn't mean that that relationship will end up with a marriage at the end, because it takes two people. Why am I getting deja vu? I don't know if this is for someone, but I'm getting deja vu as soon as I said that. Interesting. So as soon as I said that, I felt that I've said this before. Someone needs to hear this. So just because you get to the point of being engaged, it doesn't mean that that relationship will end up in marriage, and it may mean that, you know, you're still with this person because you've got lessons to learn with this person. But I just feel like put marriage on hold doesn't mean to call off a wedding. I'm not saying that, please. I'm not saying that. But it could mean to hold off, and there could be several reasons to hold off. As I said, it could be a financial thing. It could be a work thing, like you might have a project that you've been assigned by your boss and it would just interfere with, wedding plans, or you might be in the process of building a home and that's sort of been put on hold, and, your idea was once you're married, you're going to move into that home, but there's, been a delay with the other foundation or with the building or whatever, the case may be. So, it's upside down means it's in the reverse, which means it's the opposite. So when the card is upside down or in the reverse, it means the opposite. And that's moo doggy woo. Moo doggy woo. Thank you for joining. So that's what my guides are telling me. So I hope that helps and I hope that resonates. And if you want to see that in the upright, I'll just show it to you. If it was in the upright, if it came out in the upright, this is what it would look like. But because it came out in the reverse, I need to read it as a card that's in the reverse. All right, so that was for Virgos. So now, if you're a Libra, so that's half Italian, half English just there. If you're Librian and you were born between September 23rd and October 22nd and you're single, 7630. All right. I'm just writing the timestamp so that I can have that for later on. All right, so if you're born under the sign of Libra and you're single, this card is for you. Oh. Almost all done. Wow, that card flew right out, so I'm going to use that card. The first card to fly out that I'm going to... Oh, no, the other card, Gemini, came out as well. Okay. Oh, that's a nice card. If you're single, look at that. That's lovely from the angels. It says, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So if you're a Librian and you're single and you're thinking, when is he or she ever going to come into my life? When's it all going to happen? When am I going to find my partner? When? So we need to start focusing on ourselves. So focus on you for a start and your heart, and start thinking. So you need to start thinking in a more positive way. So not when, you just say to the angels, I'm very grateful that you're bringing that person closer to me, or, bringing that person my way. So don't have that negative thinking, because that's what you're going to attract. So if you want to think, you need to think more positively to have a positive outcome. You can't think negatively to have a positive outcome. So I feel like if you're a Librian, you need to work on your mindset, work on how you think, how you speak, how you feel, to allow that change to happen, and then draw that person to you by your magnetic, fields and your magnetic nature. So I hope that helps to the single Librians. All right, now let's see for the partnered up Librians. For the partnered up Librians. Partnered up Librians. Partnered up Librians. Oh, I didn't, hold on. Partnered up Librians, 7858. Sorry. Partnered up Librians. Partnered up Librians. Oh, almost. Three, 2, 1. In the reverse. Look at that. This is a similar thing that the single Librians need to do. And it says, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. But it's in the reverse. So that shows me that the lack of respect that you have for yourself and the lack of love that you have for yourself is probably making your partnership a bit out of balance at the moment, which is ironic because you're a Librian and you're supposed to be balanced. So I feel like in order to have more balance in your life, you need to start having that respect in your within yourself, so that can be magnified and mirrored in your relationship. So if you are in a partnership and you know, maybe your partner's putting you down, or maybe you're feeling down, or you're feeling negative about the situation, start making decisions that are respectful and that are within your boundaries to see if the dynamic changes, and then that will allow the movement and the reciprocation of the, you know, your partner, and you'll see how they behave towards you. So are they going to change, or are they going to stay the same? So it's really important that you love yourself, really, and balance that out with the respect. Balance that out in your relationship, so that, you know, you're also giving your partner the respect and the love and the I was going to say not solitude, but, you know, the space. Because, you know, even though you're in a relationship, it doesn't mean you have to be glued and, you know, stick together at the hip. You also need to give each other that respect and that space. So that respect and space also equals love, and that equals balance as well. So I hope that helps to all the Librian, partnered up Librians out there. All right, now if you are a Scorpion and you're born between October 23rd and November 21st, this card is for you. If you're single, 8140. All right, 8140. So if you're a Scorpion and you're single, this card is for you. Just feel like I've been talking all night. I've been talking for over an hour with all these cards, but I do enjoy what I do, so I'm not complaining. Oops. Scorpion single. Scorpion single. 3, 2, 1. It's upside down again. I don't know. Not all the cards have come up in the reverse, but a lot of them have. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I feel like you're not reading that. You're not agreeing with that. You're probably thinking, no. I can actually hear it. But what you're not understanding is, if you feel that, if you're thinking no when you see this card, that's already the mindset that you're projecting out there, and that is why that's not coming towards you. So you need to change your mindset, just similar to the Librian. You need to change your mindset to allow the love to come in at the right time. If you are going to try and push it to happen, to make it happen, it's not going to be the right love. It's not going to be the right person. It's not going to be the right time. And the card of the week that I did early this week, it was called Perfect Timing. And that goes along with the law of divine timing. So it's really important that you work on yourself, within yourself, heal yourself. And once you're healed and you love yourself enough, you're going to then attract that towards you. So if you're single and wondering, why am I still single? Work on yourself. Look in the mirror, work on yourself. And I'm not talking about putting makeup on. I'm talking about internally. What can you change within you internally that will be that positive change that will then attract the person that's meant for you in your life? Okay? So think about that if you're a single Scorpion. Let me just try this over here. And now it's going to be, now I'm going to do Scorpion partnered up, 8425. All right, if you're a Scorpion and you're partnered up, 3, 2, 1. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So if you're in a partnership and you're Scorpion, I don't feel like you're feeling attractive. You're not feeling the love. You're not feeling the romance. You're just, it's not there. And if it is there, it's not like it used to be. And that's because there's obviously something negative or something, there's some kind of underlying issue that's not been resolved. And I feel that, you know, maybe your partner has made a comment in the past and that's made you feel a bit, or something, you saw something and it didn't sit right with you and that's made you feel a bit, and so that then builds up over time because, you know, over time you're thinking about it and it plays on your mind and you are feeling like maybe you're unattractive, or you feel like you're not worthy of that, or you feel like your partner's not attracted to you, or you feel like they're not seeing you in the same way that they used to. So I feel like you need to work on that and you need to address it. And it may be something, not that you dismiss, but something that you that your partner probably doesn't even realize that they've said or they've done. So it's really interesting and really important that, you know, you keep the lines of communication open with your partner and, you know, allow that healing to occur so that you can move forward. And I feel like I've said that quite a few times tonight with the different star signs and the different zodiac signs. And I feel like there's a theme in the air and it's affecting different zodiacs in similar ways. So I hope that helps. And I look forward to your feedback if you're a Scorpion. All right, now if you're a if you're a Sagittarian and you were born November 22nd to December 21st, this applies to you. If you're single, 8730. All right, so single Sagittarians. Single Sagittarians. Oh my gosh. Oh, too many cards. Look how many fell out. It's too many. So single Sagittarians. Single Sagittarians. Three, 2, 1. Oh, it's in the right way up. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And you know what's funny is as I was shuffling that, I was thinking, I wonder, like when I was single, because I'm a Sag, I was thinking when I was single, I was sort of going back to what I was thinking, how I used to think when I was single, if that makes sense. And this is actually on point. Because it says here, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And that certainly occurred in my life. So don't be too judgmental, Sagittarians, because we know how judgmental we can be. You know, and we set a certain level and a certain standard and we expect that. And we should expect that. But sometimes big things like soulmates and things, they are already predestined. So you have no choice. But yeah, I just feel like give people a chance, give people a go. And, you know, if someone approaches you, I'm not saying to say yes to everybody that approaches you, but if someone, you know, has shown interest in you, don't shoot them down straight away because you never know. Really, how much can you know of a person just by looking at them? I mean, of course, you have that sense, and I always tell people to follow their guidance and their intuition, absolutely. But if the person is friendly and you know, and you think, well, you don't know what they've got to offer just because they've approached you and you think, oh, you know, who is this? It could be someone in your building that you work, you know, and you see them and, you know, at least, you know, they've got a job. They obviously can hold down a job. That means they're stable. They're, you know, there's some stability about that person, and there's some security about that person as well. So you know, you've got to look a little bit beyond the exterior, and you know, go out for a drink, go out for a coffee. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But you don't want to think back 30, 40 years later and go, I wonder what that person would have been like and how my life would have been different if I said yes to that person. So, Sagittarians that are single, listen to me. Because I was once a single Sagittarian. So I know where you're coming from. And I can hear it, I can feel it. But keep an open mind is all I'm saying. Just keep an open mind, and you never know where love will blossom. So that's for the single Sagittarians. And now for the partnered up Sagittarians, 9105. All right, single Sagittarians. Partnered up Sagittarians. And the reason I say that, I'll say this now. See, I never in my wildest dreams ever thought that I would be with who my husband is now. And the reason I say that is because when I met him, I met him, it's a bit of a long story, but he's actually a quadriplegic, and never did I ever think that I was happy to be friends with him. But yeah, the day that we actually physically met, it was a different story. And I thought to myself, I don't know. I mean, I knew, but I just didn't think that that was going to be possible. But I had to keep an open mind, you see. This is what I'm saying. And so this year will be 23 years that we've been together, and it will be 13 years we've been married this year in July. So this is why I'm saying to all of you single Sagittarians, I'm not saying for you to go out and, well, if you end up with a quadriplegic, you end up with a quadriplegic, but I'm just saying, like, the circumstance of that person, don't look at just what they've got in front of them, because sometimes they're a deep, deep person that would align with you and your personality. All right, so partnered up Sagittarius, 3, 2, 1. Free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. So if you feel that you are in a relationship, obviously in a whatever form of relationship you're in, and you feel like maybe there's a lot of things that are holding you back, it's time to let yourself go. And it could be mental blocks, it could be emotional blocks, financial blocks, I don't know. It's time to step up and start taking control of those aspects of your life. Sitting down and not doing anything about it is not making the situation, it's not making the situation any better, and it's not improving on the situation. So if you're just going with the flow because it's just easier that way, it's not making your life or their life any better. So it's important that you free yourself mentally. Most important, the freeing of your mental and emotional anguish is really important. And then you can work on the rest of the relationship. But I feel like if you feel, because I know as a Sagittarian, if you feel like you're trapped and you feel gagged and you feel, you feel like you're out of control, you feel like your life is not going the way you want it to go, and you need to either speak up or you need to change the situation. And everyone's in a different situation, so it obviously will mean something different to everybody. But I just feel that it's really important that you feel that freedom mentally and emotionally for your mental health and your emotional health and for your heart, because I just feel that by being in that jail, similar to this, it's not good for your health and it's not good for your relationship. So it's really important that that you take steps in ensuring that you feel that freedom. So I hope that helps to the coupled up or to the partnered up Sagittarians. And now for the last one, if you're a Capricorn and you're born between December 22nd and January 19th, that means you're a Capricorn, and it's 95, 26. So single Capricorns. Single Capricorns. Single Capricorns. Single Capricorns. Sorry. Look, these are the cards that were left in my hands, and then most of them fallen on the floor. Just 1 second. Oh. Oh my gosh. They're on the other side of the room. That's some of them. I've got to get the ones on the other side of the room. Sorry. Hope you can still hear me. I'm still here. I'm still here. Just getting the cards from the other side of the room. Lordy Lord. They really wanted to be shuffled up tonight. Sorry about that. Let me continue. So Capricorn single. The last star sign that I'm doing, and it wanted to literally cause havoc. Oh dear. All right. 3, 2, 1. It says here, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, but it's in the reverse. So I feel like it actually, I just heard being cautious. And I feel like there is someone there for some of you, and you're being very cautious and you're not sure about, like maybe there have been feelings that have been stirred up, but you're not sure what kind of feelings they are. And so you've taken a back step and you're like, I don't know. And so you're very confused and you feel very, what's the word? You feel very confused and very isolated a little bit, because you're wondering, and confused. That's the word that I heard. You're feeling confused and very worried. And so what you need to do is meditate or pray, look within, ask your angels if that person that you'll have your eye on, or that you're chatting with, or you might have seen around, is if it's the one for you. There will be clear signs if it is the one for you, and there'll be clear signs for the negative as well. So ask your angels for guidance. And yeah, I was going to say, and don't feel pressured into commencing a relationship for the sake of it, because just because that person is there and has asked you out or has made a move, it doesn't necessarily mean that they've got the right intention. It doesn't necessarily mean that's the right fit for you. So it's really important that you look within and see if that resonates with you, having that person in your life resonates with you before you move forward. So that's for the single Capricorns. All right, let me just do this. And I've got the last one, which is the partnered up, Capricorns. All right, partnered up Capricorns. Whoa. Partnered up Capricorns. Partnered up Capricorns. The last card reading for tonight. By the way, it's 8:40 p.m. here in Sydney, 26th of March 2025. If you're watching this on the replay. And if you're a Capricorn, did I say December 22nd, to January 19th? If you are a Capricorn, if your birthday falls within those dates. So, oops. All right, 3, 2, 1. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So if you're in some kind of relationship, yes, it's time. It's like an onion. Each layer reveals something. So I feel like that's what's happening, and that's how it should happen. You don't reveal everything all at once. Especially obviously the important things have to come out in the open quite early in the relationship. But I just feel like this, use this time to get to know each other very well. And from experience, I'd say when you're getting to know someone, it doesn't mean to be inside living in each other's pockets, because that actually can destroy a relationship, because that just is filled with toxicity and negativity and jealousy and insecurity. So if you have to live in each other's pockets, that's what I feel. So it's important to give that person, your partner, the space, the respect and the love to have their own time, and then you have your time together. So if that means that your partner goes to the football with his mates, that's it, that's fine. You go and do something else. You can either be by yourself or you can go out with your friends and have your time, and he or she has her time. And then, so then when because that, what's that saying, like you were an individual before you became a partnership, or before you merged into a partnership. And so you cannot lose your individuality. And when I say that, I'm not saying to have everything separate, but I'm just talking about that respect and time for that person to enjoy their things. And, if you don't enjoy what they do, that's fantastic, because then they've got friends and family that they can enjoy those things with, and you've got family and friends that you can enjoy your things with. And you can be separate and live doing things separately. That's okay. It's not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal, because I feel like you're giving your partner their time. If they have to sit with you, let's say you're I don't know. I'm trying to think of a hobby, or okay, let's say rock climbing, because I don't think I would go rock climbing. But let's say your partner loves rock climbing, and you go with your partner rock climbing, and you think, oh my God, this is so bloody boring. I can't believe I'm here. I don't even like it. And the people that he or she talks to, I don't even really have nothing in common with them. You're going to find it boring. You're not going to be comfortable. You're not going to be enjoying yourself. And then you're going to start resenting your partner for them being able to have fun and do what they want to do while you're sitting there complaining. So why not let them do what they want to do in their time, and you do what you want to do in your time? And it doesn't have to happen every day. It doesn't have to happen every week. But it's important that your partner has their individual time. So if they want to have time with the boys, let them go have time with the boys. And just the same as if your partner is a female and you allow her to have time with the girls, because you need that connection. I find it really important that people connect with friends and loved ones that they already had an established relationship before they met you, because there's a bond there already. And it's really important that they connect. They shouldn't disconnect from people just because they've partnered up with you. Now I'm getting off the subject here, which I do all the time. But my point is, get to know each other and give each other the time, the respect and the love to set those boundaries, so that you can understand each other, love each other and respect each other, and in a way get to know each other as well. So I hope that helps for the partnered up Capricorns. And I just realized I did not put the time. I'll have to find the time for the Capricorn partnered up Capricorn. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it sounds like a pizza. Anyway, All good. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I really look forward to your feedback. This is the first time I've done this live in this way. And I didn't even do this on Instagram. This is just solely for my YouTube account and my YouTube subscribers and followers. So if you resonate with anything, please provide me feedback. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching this obviously in the replay, love and light to you all. And once again, I'll give you my web address, which is www.angelicblue.com.au if you'd like to book your own personal reading. But if you'd like to have me at your event or you have a query, email me info@angelicblue.com.au. Love and light to you all. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful to have you watching live, commenting, contributing, liking, subscribing. And if you haven't done so and you're watching this in the replay, I also appreciate you as well. Love and light. Have a beautiful week and I'll chat with you soon. Bye.